By a deathbed? People do not say things like that where I come from. Vegas Fringe Festival is back at Las Vegas Little Theater, and I'm here to get the lowdown on what's happening this weekend. Walter, within the theater community, the Fringe Festival is a very exciting time for a lot of performers. We know a little bit of the history dating back from Edinburgh and kind of making its way over here. How did you bring this to Las Vegas?
Well, I got involved with the Fringe Festival back in the 90s in San Francisco, and some friends and I put together a kind of interesting performance arty kind of piece, and it was a lot of fun, and the community that went with it. And when I landed here in Las Vegas, we were looking for some different ideas for Las Vegas Little Theater and others in the community, and we started our own Vegas Fringe, and it's been a hit for the last 14 years, offering a performance space for folks to do that thing they want to do.
Yeah, and you know, it's interesting knowing about the history. I mean, I mentioned Scotland, but it was really about these theater communities that were coming together. They were supposed to perform, they got uninvited, and then they ended up performing just like on the fringe, essentially,
Right.
of this festival. So why do you think that that same sentiment of just performing the art and doing theater really still resonates with performers today?
Oh, that's at the core of what we do and what we love to do is performing. And especially for us here, the Fringe Festival is about the basics and about the performance. You get 10 minutes to load in, 10 minutes to load out, which means your entire set, costumes, props really need to fit in whatever boxes
It's in and out.
It's in and out. Whatever your cast can run in the door in 10 minutes and set up before we open the house for the audience to come in, and then you got to pack it up in 10 minutes and get out.
What does Vegas Fringe Festival look like here at Las Vegas Little Theater?
It's a lot of fun. It's a great community of folks that have been involved. Some years we've had 15 productions, some years we've had 4, but it always, the groups come together. There are lots of people that come and stay for all of the shows, and it's a good time. There's discussions in the lobby, and people just hang out and have a good time. And for 2 weekends, it's just about theater.
Jacob, you are the director, and you are also in this production, The Abridged Lives of the Saints returns.
Yes.
Tell us what this production is all about.
So the full production is written by David Ives, and there's 9 different sketches. Because it's a Fringe piece, we didn't want to do all 9. That'd be a long 2-hour show. So we decided, okay, let's trim it down and pick 3 that we find very interesting. The first one is a fun little piece called Life Signs, where a man's trying to deal with his mother who's passed away, and kind of comes with that. And you wouldn't think that's funny, but it's actually quite humorous. The second scene is called It's All Good, and it's about a man who's trying to figure out how his life might have been different if he made some different choices. And the third scene is called Enigma Variations, which is just bizarre and wacky, and I suppose the central theme of that is, what's the meaning of life? And it's tackled through a very bizarre way.
Well, you're putting on 2 different hats here. You're putting on a director's hat and a performer hat. So how does that process work, sort of, in the space and doing a scene to have both roles?
Well, it's very difficult to do both roles, and so I'm only directing the third scene of Enigma Variations. Okay, I'm gonna be in the scene. Can other people take a look and let me know what it looks like from the outside perspective? Because that's really what a director is, of like, we're trying to tell some sort of story, and the actor has their idea of what it is in their head and the story that they're trying to tell, and the director is trying to guide them and let them know, oh, is that the story you're trying to tell? So if you're wearing both hats, it really is, you need to get other perspectives.
What does Fringe Festival mean for you?
Fringe for me is just an opportunity to do shows that I might not otherwise get to do. But yeah, we pick some shows in our season here at LVLT with our audience in mind of like, hey, what's going to be enjoyable for them? What is going to be something that's going to bring some people in, that they will have fun, that they'll be thinking. And for me, when I'm doing Fringe, I'm picking shows that I think are fun, that are silly, that hopefully connect and get people to think on another level.
From an audience perspective, why should people come out and support Fringe Festival?
I think you should come out to the Fringe Festival because you're going to see some unique pieces of theater that give you a different idea, that are not that typical theater that you have in your brain.
Right.
And it's going to, expand your idea of what theater is, what theater can be, and hopefully it hooks you in like it's hooked me.
Teresa, you are in 2 of these vignettes in the production we just spoke about. What is it like sort of putting on these 2 different hats with 2 different roles?
Well, that's kind of the challenge of Fringe, is you get to do these unconventional parts and have these kinds of roles, or where I'm playing 2 different characters in one show. It's kind of fun. It makes it exciting.
Is that what you would say is sort of really the fun part about Fringe Festival? Because it is a different type of experience compared to what you're sort of used to in a traditional production.
It is a lot different. And yes, that is why I enjoy it so much. You know, these are kinds of shows that, like they said, we don't normally see on the main stage, but they're voices that deserve to be heard. And when I saw that this piece was being done, of course, I'm researching David Ives and I'm looking at his shows, and they say he's humorous, but he has like a existential twist in his plays.
Right.
So I get to kind of look at that character from that viewpoint. I want to be funny, but I'm also looking at the bigger picture and trying to see what the playwright was thinking about.
What is the importance of the community showing up, but also for artists to have a space to do this kind of work?
You know, that's so important. I mean, the artists depend on the community. And I believe that the theater has a role in speaking to issues and speaking to things that people don't normally think about.
Well, I am not off book yet, so there is some studying of my own lines I have to do. But before I go, be sure to head to lvlt.org for tickets and check out Vegas Fringe Festival.